find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here comes the Saints punter now. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the Saints punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. First down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Saints first down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Back to throw again. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cam Akers with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Will Lutz to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
On the carry.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 28. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Curtis Samuel, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 7-7, our score after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This is complete to Michael Thomas. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Play fake. He'll look to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And this one will be brought back to the 22. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? On play action, they'll throw. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. This is McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. On second down, McCaffrey. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 25. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
It's a 5-yard line.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. He'll buy some time right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
12-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. Boy, so another interception, CD. And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
To throw. Flush to his right. That's complete to Trenton Cannon, the running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
And the final tally, as told by Next Gen Stats, he hit 21.5 miles per hour. Whoa.
Panthers, first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now a run with McCaffrey, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
It's third down and goal to go.
They'll set up a throw. Fourth down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one is right through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Akers. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They go play action here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for the Saints. And even 50 yards.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, gotta love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
They'll look to run with Akers. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Here's Akers. They try and run. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Marquez Callaway, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. And his kick is right through.
Panthers 20, Saints 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's the option. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They move the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints can take the lead if they can hit the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Saints 21, Panthers 20.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
They'll try and run the option.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to look deep for more. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Moore, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. And they go with McCaffrey. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in.
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead.
Saints 41.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablets.
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 30 yards.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this, when I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
What's up, guys? Get in there.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. McCaffrey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll drop to throw. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. the ground. It's Akers. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. They'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gigantic. And a call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. 46-yard line. This is McCaffrey on the give. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Christian McCaffrey, the complete package. He's got the power, the hands, the agility, and he certainly also has the speed, as evidenced there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
First carry for Trenton Cannon. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. On second down, McCaffrey. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Forced out to his left. Oh, so close but incomplete. Could have been a big turnover in overtime if he'd held on. Instead, though, it's fourth down.
On for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
Are you kidding me?
First down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about. A long